Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to POVPOOL here, streaming live from Diamond Billiards in Fresno, California. You are watching the Mezz West State Tour, stop number 3, and this is our first match of the day. APA Amateur National Champion Brian Parks versus the illustrious and talented Ramon Mistica. We are going to start this match right now. Brian Parks is well known in the United States as a two-time winner of the Andy Mercer event. He's also APA National Amateur Champion and has also won many events along the way in his pool career. Ramon Mistica, also a very strong player who's been living in San Francisco now for the past 6 months, has won numerous events up north there and also came in second place in the Mezz West State Tour's very first stop. And the Mezz West State Tour is brought to you by Mezz Cues and by West State Billiards, and also by Marty, Carey's Jump Cue. And with me is, we are very excited to have Marty Carey with us in the flesh. How you doing, Marty?
I'm here in the flesh, but dressed.
So do you know about these guys? Do you know about Marty, about Ramon Mistica?
I do. I've watched some of the, actually I've seen them on your previous videos. It's that handy to have those available so you can watch any past matches that you've heard people talking about, great finishes, and they're all available here on POVPOOL. And
Ramon's inspecting the rack. Now we're playing 9-ball. The Mezz West State Tour has been 10-ball up until this point. This is the first 9-ball tournament they're having.
Oh, why is that?
I believe they're mixing it up a little bit. They're not just doing 10-ball. They're allowing for 9 and 10-ball. They want to attract a lot of players.
Sure.
And you know, 10-ball has only recently become popular.
Right.
More popular.
Sure.
Amongst the professional players. So they want to give the amateurs, you know, a little bit of incentive to come and join the Mezz West State Tour.
Sure. Well, it adds a different element of strategy.
Okay,
you know,
so
the 9-ball got old and tired, not old, but just, you know, repetitive, and the 10-ball changed it up.
So I don't know what's happening here. First match of the day. It looks like Ramon is having some issues with the turtle rack. It could be anything. It could be the balls too. You know, sometimes the balls get mismatched.
Yeah, they're not all perfectly round. They claim they are, but I think if you had an indicator, you'd find that some of them were a little.
It's true. I mean, if you think about it, the 1 ball gets hit more than any other ball. It's the head ball usually in 9-ball.
Daniel, I'm waiting for the ice packet jacket. Ice packet? Huh? Okay, hey, dude. The only problem with the ice packet jacket is I think it's only going to last a half hour. What happens then when the ice melts?
You have pockets where you can put new ice in.
Okay, and it's got to be like this.
We got to talk about this later.
The ice packet jacket.
All right.
I love that.
My man Johnny Kang, he's playing in this event. He's asking me about the ice packet jacket. You know,
Got something to keep you cool.
yeah. Well, Hard Times Billiards in Bellflowers, typically known as one of the hottest pool halls.
I've heard that.
And yeah, so Geraldine and I are coming up with the ice packet jacket.
Nice.
But it's really just a joke. It's just a joke, Marty. All right, so what's happening now is Desiree. Yeah, Desiree. I don't know who's really voiced the complaint. I can only maybe assume it's Ramon because he's been spending more time at the table than any of the other players. So they're changing the balls. I'm going to zoom that shot in a little.
It could be like an easy Velcro for pockets for these. A bunch of different pockets for it. Right. You just because it's the best. You're right. You don't need to like cover your arm.
He's still not ready.
What did he say?
He's still not ready.
Still not ready.
No, you need. No, even when you.
So much that turtle rack's not doing a very tight rack. Oh, I guess we got it now.
Well, I gotta tell you, the turtle rack hasn't had any problems whatsoever until this moment. And I will point out, though, that this is our first 9-ball event, so maybe 9-ball's racking a little differently.
That's
who knows?
probably it, yeah.
Anyway, first break here by Brian Parks. Now,
Uh-oh, off the table.
Not happy about that.
This is a good match. These are two top players, huh?
Well, yeah, Brian Parks is the APA National Amateur Champion, and he also has, he's taken other independent tournaments. He's taken the Andy Mercer tournament. He's been known for, beating world beaters and national and champions. He double dipped Jose Perica to win the Andy Mercer tournament several years ago, and Brian Parks is not a professional technically, so he only has to go to 8 games. Ramon Mistica will have to go to 9 games.
Wow. That probably will change after this weekend. I see his name all the time in the rankings, or the finishing.
Brian Parks. Yeah.
Right. He's finishing up there. Good player.
Yep, and Ramon has been well known in the Philippines for many years as an instructor as well, as a competitive player and a coach.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I chose not to go on there.
And this could be just, first match jitters.
Oh, of course, yeah. The tables are all nice and clean. We were in here earlier this morning. They were wiping them down and brushing the felt and vacuuming, and they couldn't be more ready in tip-top shape. Really go all out for this event.
I complain about it when I'm here. They just don't come next week. That's exactly the reason why.
I noticed they're using the Mezz cue balls too. We use those on the trick shot tour.
Yeah, that's right. The Mezz ball is very popular nowadays.
Popular.
For those who don't know, it's that polka-dotted red ball.
Yeah, well, we call it measles. That's not very appealing, but it serves the purpose. A lot of the trick shots that we do involve spinning balls, and you have to shoot like 14 balls in the pocket while the other one is still spinning. And it requires speed and accuracy, and so that's why we like that ball. We use it all the time. And it is a Pro Cup Aramith ball, so.
Brian Parks now gets 1 game basically in a race to 9. So I'm going to indicate that in the score that Brian Parks actually has 2 games, although he really has only won 1 game. Makes sense?
So this is a handicapped event.
This is a handicap, but let me just put some emphasis. It's a slight handicap.
Okay.
So, the pros, the amateurs aren't robbing here. Nobody.
See.
This is very tight competition here. And I believe the structure of the handicapping was basically developed so that amateur players could really want to take on the challenge of playing these guys.
And that's really important because for years, if you went to a pro event and you were an average intermediate player, you were going to get a major spanking and walk out of there with your tail between your legs. And nowadays, they're wise to that, and they're more in tune to making the pro player go to more games, or the entry fee, doing it that way with the entry fee. You pay more and pay less if you're an intermediate player, and that is starting to attract more players, giving them a fair chance.
Yeah, the tier system of paying in.
I like it all.
Mm-hmm.
So how many players did they get today?
They had 82 players today,
Wow.
and I have to take a look at the bracket, and because it looks like we actually have about 7 or 8 professional players in this event.
Wow.
And that's actually very good.
Very good.
Their last tour stop at Hard Time Sacramento only had 4 pros.
Huh. It's catching on. I dare say it's catching on. There were a lot of people in here last night that come a day early just to get acclimated to the tables and relax so they can come in first thing this morning and be ready to go.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay, I'm gonna have to expose you a little bit here, Marty. I detect an accent, so you got to be from. It's a New England accent.
Well,
right?
don't say Boston, because everybody thinks it's Boston, but it isn't. It's Maine, New England. And it's actually a French-Canadian accent. My family goes back to the Canadian-Maine border up there, as they say.
Up there, yeah.
Can't get there from here.
Yeah. That's well, I used to live in Boston. I lived there for 5 years, so I was very familiar with that saying. Can't get there from here.
Right, and you heard the accents.
Yeah.
But you can really tell a Maine drawl from the Boston City accent. There's a big difference.
Absolutely, absolutely.
They're all fishermen, and they make their lives on the ocean, catching fish or lobstering. The town that I'm from is a small coastal fishing town. It's not surprising if you're digging clams one day and lobstering the next day and scalloping on the weekend. Everybody's involved.
You were showing me pictures of Maine lobster last night on your tablet.
Oh, yeah. I just had a bunch of them sent to me. If I call my friends up in Maine and send me a 5-gallon bucket full. That's about 15 lobsters.
So how do they do that? Do they just put it on dry ice and ship it out?
Yeah, they have a gel pack, and they put it in a styrofoam cooler inside of a cardboard box. And the secret is you can't have any standing water. That would kill them. Any kind of water would kill them. So they use newspaper to absorb any of the loose water that comes out of the secretes from the lobsters and shipping. But they were fine. They were all alive and well and very tasty. Reminds me of home.
There's a picture of you, Marty. I just wanted the audience to get a chance to see who we're talking to here.
That's me telling you how the balance of the cue makes the difference.
Nice safety by Brian. Now he's already up 3 games on Ramon Mistica. It's a race to 9, so we got a long way to go. But honestly, Ramon's got to get to work.
He's going to start playing some safety. He'll probably tighten up.
Yeah. Well, he got.
Oh yeah.
He got stuck in Brian's safety trap there.
I think Brian's going to take his three-game lead to his advantage and play smart. Don't let Ramon get going.
Keep in mind, too, this is an alternate break format, so
That's
nobody's
good.
going to be running away with any matches here.
Great idea. Things like that have really improved the appeal of the game. Like I say, the people come in here and they know they're going to get walloped. They're not going to come back next week. And by this kind of format, this looks like it's growing. Every event gets bigger and more popular, and some smart minds behind this stuff.
Well, speaking of smart minds, Brian seems to be using his head. Except he's slightly out of line. Is he going to have to try to play a 3-9 combo here? Oh, boy.
7-9.
Oh, sorry, 7-9,
right.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
He didn't want to hit that 5 ball so full, but we'll see if he
Oh,
bangs
no. It's the 5, yeah. So I...
There he goes. Now he is going to play the... No.
Well, you got to make the ball before first, yeah. Yeah, but I think Ramon should be. Oh, this is not a very difficult escape for him. He could roll off of the short rail and just spin, but he's got to be careful with his speed, because if he rolls.
If he hits the 5 thin enough, he'll be able to get up table. Oh, he hit the 5 first.
Oh, he
okay.
had.
Yeah,
he had a full shot at the ball.
The rail first. Well, here's his chance to get started. as we say in Maine, get started.
Started.
Park the car. And I'm not trying to say that. That's just how we say it.
Yeah. Marty, you brought your dog too, didn't you? You got Buddy in the truck.
I've got a lot to learn about California weather. 100 degrees. I guess I thought I could tend to him and keep him cool. But
Yeah, you've had to go back and check on him, like.
yeah, I go back and check on him every few minutes, 15, 20 minutes. He was fine. I got water out for him, and
Just so you know, I mean, Marty's not letting the dog there overheat in the
I'm not
truck.
neglecting my dog, but look at that shot, Ramon.
You've been back. You keep going back. Actually, I keep asking, where's Marty? And well, he's at the truck.
Yeah. He got frozen on the 9.
Oh,
He's
my
going to
gosh,
play a
yeah, he
safety
did.
now. That's not bad. Good shot. He cuts this in. He's
If he cuts it in, it's a stronger shot than I could play.
It's off the rail about a chalk width. He's ready.
No, he's playing like that's kind of like an
look at
Efren
that.
safety. That's like an Efren Reyes shot right
Very
there.
well handled. Almost.
Yeah.
Get away with it.
He gave Ramon a much better opening,
Right.
or a much better opportunity here.
Ramon needs this. He wasted no time. Slices it in. Good shot.
All right. Well, Ramon Mistica gets on the board.
We have the beautiful diamond tables here today. Everyone loves the diamond tables at Diamond Billiards.
I like this venue.
I do. And Sherry Dadian is very hospitable. She's going
Yeah.
all out, running around and making sure everything is done. The balls are polished. New chalk on the table.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot like her husband, Dan, who was,
The founder.
very paid a lot of attention to detail when it came to the pool player's needs and the requirements of what a pool player needs to play competitively. So.
And that's why they're so well known.
Yeah.
And their reputation is often spoke of so highly.
I think we're coming up on our third Dan Dadian Memorial Tournament. Will be this November, which
Have you been to those events before?
I haven't had a chance. In fact, this is my first time at Diamond Billiards in Fresno. And what a nice break that was. I think
Yeah.
3 balls went down. A little better than Ramon's first break where he
He
scratched.
finally got the break issues resolved. See if he can run out here and put him back on a 3-2 score.
Do you have a good view of the table? Are you all right?
I do.
Okay, good.
I'm actually watching the table more so than the monitor. Oh, he didn't take much time there. Oh, and
Wow,
scratches too.
what was that?
That was loose. I think he's more surprised than anyone
That was
else.
kind of a brutal shot right there. Is he still wiping the cobwebs from his eyes? Maybe that's what's going on. This is pretty early for a pool player,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know about now, but used to be, pool player wouldn't even really be conscious until around 3 in the afternoon or so.
night owls. Yeah, I can remember when I could play for 12 to 15 hours a day and not stop.
Well, this is an opportunity for Brian to, he can take basically half the race with this game.
Yeah, I'm sure Ramon's shaking his head like, I better tighten up, not leave him open like this. He looks very comfortable. knew
You
when he
have
hit it.
got to be kidding
He
me.
didn't hit it right. I could see.
Yeah, he kind of threw his cue at it. He that was loose too.
Yeah, it was. He was so confident. That's an example of focus right there. Now, why did he give that game? I assume that they're not supposed to concede a game. That's usually a rule.
I have known it to be a rule in certain organizations, but I don't think Mezz West State Tour has really stipulated that any of the no forfeit rules.
There's a reason why they do it. You know, it's a form of sharking.
Well, yes, because you could forfeit an obvious shot on one game, and then by not forfeiting an obvious shot on another game, you're making your opponent anxious.
You got in his head. You're making him think,
Oh,
hey, why not you giving me this?
Yeah, why aren't you giving me this
You
easy
gave me that
shot?
one. Why don't you give me this one? Now you're thinking of something else.
Yeah.
That's the way I've always seen it.
Well, it's why we have people like yourself. I think together we all sort of guide the right formats and the right things to do. We all work together to make it happen much better.
Yeah, you learn from years of being involved, seeing what works.
Yeah. Maybe it's a suggestion we should bring to
I probably will.
our
That's
trusted
why when I saw that, I was curious to know
tournament
why he did
directors.
it. He should lose a game for doing it. Yeah, not should, but in most cases, they'll take a game away from you.
Never mind.
He scores 3-2 now on a mistake. Brian Parks when he wobbled the 9-ball. Make it a closer match. Let's see if he can get out here. Another strong left-handed player. I remember back in the 80s, Mike Siegel was the best player on the world, on the tour, whatever, and they claimed that the best players in the world are left-handed. Mizrak, I don't know if he's the best in the world, but
Oh. Yeah, I forgot that Brian was a lefty.
yeah, I was
Like myself.
Yeah.
I'm a natural right, though. So, and I can't explain that, I've seen other people like that as well.
They play golf one way and hit a baseball bat the other way. No right or wrong, I guess. Well, Ramon, you better get the act together here. Oh, wow.
Yeah, these guys are, they're not in stroke yet.
No, they act like they're just warming up. But either way, they're both trying as hard as they can to try and get this win.
You know the old saying, Marty, you're only as good as your opponent?
Exactly. I know a lot of top players back when I was younger and coming up that they play to your skill level. If you're so good, they play so good. When you're better and tighter, they play to that level. And again, whether that's a sharking move or a way of keeping your opponent at bay, I don't know. But I've seen it before where they play to your speed. And that's a talent in itself to be able to.
Sure is.
Uh-oh.
Do they call that a stall? Is
A
that
stall. Yeah. Brian just missed that shot. And now here is Ramon's chance to tie it up.
Well, that's a chance for Ramon.
3-3.
Yeah. Well, now we're tied up.
Yeah. Let's see if
And,
Ramon can Make one on the break.
Yeah, we'll see which way it goes now.
It's kind of interesting, huh? Maybe they're both sharking each other, playing loose, fast and loose, as they say.
Yeah. Well, you know, we might actually start seeing both of them really play now.
That's right.
You know? Okay, we got the kinks out of the operation.
Now who's boss?
Yeah. Brian went over to the counter to order something. He might be getting a cup of coffee or something. But Ramon's going to play through. He makes 2 balls, and Whitey almost went into the drink.
He hung it, and he's got a full-length table.
Hey guys. Hey. How are you? I'm okay.
And I'm all right.
Doing okay.
A little tricky, but you got her done.
It was tricky, yeah. Still is. I always have the hardest time with these shots shooting out of the corner pocket.
Wow. Knocked that one straight in the middle of the
Look
pocket.
at that shape.
A lot of follow.
Look at that shape, though. You couldn't ask for better.
No.
But you know, what are you gonna do with this 4-ball? Are you gonna roll up to it, play that combo?
He's looking at it.
Is he gonna sign up for that, or
No, he moved it.
he played to break it out?
Now that was loose. Maybe I'm a little more methodical than I think. So are they using the Cyclop balls there from China?
No, they oh.
Merrimack.
Yeah, they are the Belgium Aramith balls, and you missed that shot. Ramon back cut the 4 into the side pocket, but he scratched in the top right corner pocket. So he
Too loose with the cue ball. They say never let Whitey travel.
Yeah. Okay, now Brian, don't be rattling these balls down the rail now.
He's probably thinking that too.
Yeah.
How tight are the pockets? Have you heard?
I took a close look at them yesterday, and the diamonds look like they're 4 1/4.
4 1/4. Yeah.
Some of these Repcos, they look to me like, oh my god.
Wiggle the 8 again.
Brian.
Put drawer on it.
Some of the Repcos look to be about 4 inches.
The Repcos are tighter than the diamonds?
Repcos look a little tight.
I would have thought the other way. Good shot.
On a couple of them, but you know, I think I haven't been to the other side of the room, but I would imagine that's where the more merciful pockets are. Brian comes back. Here we go, safety battle.
What a good time for a jump cue.
Yeah. Little jump bank shot right here, huh?
Yeah, jump bank.
Look at this safety. I guess they can't move the rack because
the 9's on
the
it.
9 is on it.
Another good shot.
This is deja vu, Marty.
Jump cue
Now
again.
I'd really want to use your cue here.
Knock it in. That looks like a bank shot to me.
Yeah, at a certain point, you just gotta, no guts, no glory. Right?
That's it. Just like that, 2 rails around. Oh no. The old money in Z bank.
He played the Z bank.
The Z bank.
Really? What?
Can he pull this
Look
off?
at this shot.
Oh! Shot off the point. And he gave this game away.
There's another forfeit.
I don't agree with this.
You don't like the forfeiting?
No, and there's a reason why the rule was made, and I didn't make the rule. I just go along with it.
No what?
Call shot? No. No call shot?
No call shot? No. Well, yes, slop counts, no call shot.
Wow.
This is 9-ball, guys. The traditional Texas Express rules that have been around for now about just over 25 years. And unlike 10-ball, which is a little more demanding, you gotta call your shots.
Yeah, I thought 10-ball was a good idea, you know, trying to change up. The 9-ball was getting a little mundane and repetitive, and he changed up the break.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. You notice he changed it up there. Uh-oh, is a billiard on the 6 on? It's a kind of a two-way shot, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't think he did it right, but... Yeah, they have the argument all the time about the jump cues shouldn't be legal. And it just doesn't seem right that if you're hidden behind another ball, you can jump out with a jump cue. But
yeah, you know, by the way, Marty, we also have a chat room, so if any questions come up about the Marty Carey jump cue,
sure, we'll answer the questions.
Happy to answer them for you guys.
One of the points I'm making is, like I say, they had those composite drivers, golf clubs that could drive the ball twice as far. And how about this? They've got apps now for your phone. You can walk onto the putting green and look at your iPhone and tell where the roll of the green is, how far away the putt is. I mean, if you think that a jump cue is making the game unfair, and you're able to do that with golf, and those guys are big money pros.
Yeah.
So. Jump cue is a part of the game, and it's got to be understood that way. Let's see if Brian can get out here.
Billiard professor in the chat room says he has a question for you.
Okay.
Can he have one?
You want one for free? You might have to work it off. 3-4, Daniel. He's telling you the score.
Okay.
I thought so too. Looks like Brian's slowed down a little bit. He's trying to be more methodical and not hurry. All right. He's got the angle. 2 rails for the 9.
Boy, that should have been. It should be 5-2. Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Don't you think?
Brian hung 2 9-balls. He didn't get very straight on this one either. Look at that. It's got to be wearing on him a little bit. 3 9s.
Yeah. It can break you down psychologically when you're doing that repeatedly. And that wasn't an easy 9. It was kind of on the 50-yard line, but at the same time, you know, when you're playing championship, when you got to try to play championship level pool, you really need to bear down.
You have to go for it.
Yeah, and tell yourself, I'm going for this. I gotta make this ball.
You take your confidence and your skill, and you put it to work.
I can understand how he might feel, though. You know.
What a shot! He sliced that right in.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna hurt him now.
It's 5-3. Wow.
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt Brian. Let's see how his psyche is in the next couple of racks. He'll be all right. It's a race to 9.
There's a lot of time. A lot of chances to go back and forth.
Yeah. I spoke with Brian Parks earlier this morning. He said, when you travel on the road, you do these events, it's hard to get sleep consistently all the time.
Yes.
And they were practicing last night too. Didn't get to sleep till around 2:30, 3 in the morning.
It's all right when you're younger, but things change as you get older. Price range of the cues. Right now they're selling for $199, and that's basically the one price that's there available. You have a choice of the 14mm shaft or the 9mm shaft. They both have the same size tip. So it's all a preference on the shaft diameter. If you like the same size shaft as a normal pool cue, then you'll go with the 14. If you like that thinner, lighter feeling in your fingers, in your hands, then you'll take the 9mm. I had a guy trying it out the other day, and he said, well, which one was I trying? He didn't even know it was so comfortable in his hands. I said, you had the 9mm. I did. I had the skinny one, so you'd have to try it for yourself. But most people like the 9mm. It sells kind of 2 to 1 over the 14. But Oscar liked the 14. So it's personal preference.
Yeah, I really like the fact that you've been able to provide, because we're talking about carbon fiber here. We're not talking about wood. I mean, you can't just ask for a custom size of carbon fiber. It has to be made. You have to find it available.
You have to pay for the tooling and the setup, and every company I talk to provide me with the blank carbon fiber poles were setup fees and new equipment, new tooling.
Sure.
So it's a decision to make.
I think that's Vilmos, either Vilmos Foldes or Gerardo Hamito. I haven't had a chance to meet either one of those two yet. Is playing Oscar Dominguez right now.
Okay, yeah.
On the next table over. And just as soon as I'm able to break away, I will get your report on exactly who all the players are. And what was that?
He just missed a pretty easy shot. He's shaking his head like he's not focusing well. It seems to me they hurry an awful lot. Maybe it's me. They haven't found their comfortable pace yet.
Would you call that first match jitters?
Probably. I mean, it doesn't matter how long you've been playing. Your first match, you want to try and nail it down, and that's probably just what it is. They might not show it, but... Now, if this isn't a jump shot right here.
Right here.
This is the most perfect setup. The four balls hanging.
This is textbook. But you know what? Ramon, he'll masse this in.
This is the exact example of the jump cue. Now, if you're against jump cues and your opponent pulls one out and does this, you're probably going to go get one. Look at that. He doesn't know what to do. Should I go show him?
If he had your jump cue, he would do this in a second. In a second.
Masse is a little more unpredictable. See?
Yeah, you're right.
Man.
Even if he'd have made that ball, look, he would have hooked himself. Oh no, he would have had a shot. That's right. I'm looking at the screen and the colors look different.
Yeah. That's why I asked about the Cyclops balls, because the 4 ball is actually pink. Crazy. People have been complaining about it.
On the Cyclops set.
Yeah, they were complaining about it. Just wiggled another one. Yeah, I'm hoping that after a few times the video gets seen enough that they'll realize it's just another basic shot that, like we just saw right there. He's behind the blocker ball and the object ball's hanging in the pocket. And he's shaking his head like, what do I do? It wouldn't take me 2 seconds to get that cue and pop it up over there. So hopefully after a few more demonstrations, they'll get it. The cue's taken off anyway, so I mean, at some point, everybody's going to have one. I see somebody was talking about diamond wood jump cues, and I agree with you. They do jump well.
Oh, the diamond tables?
Diamond wood
Oh,
cues,
the diamond wood cues, yeah.
they do jump well. But again, the wood cues, they're bigger, fatter around, and they're good for the longer shots. I'm not sure that you're going to use them on the finesse shots.
You know, there's a remarkable weight difference as well, right?
That's the difference with the
I mean,
the
these
diamond
carbon
wood.
fiber, you're going to 9, he's going to 8.
A difference in the weight, you say?
Yeah, so, the carbon fibers,
6 ounces.
yes,
Very
yeah.
light.
What compared to what, like 9 to 10 ounces
Yeah, 9 to 10,
for
yeah.
wood? Yeah.
But again, the wooden jump
That
cue
even
only
makes
does so
traveling.
much.
That even makes traveling easier.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man, 4
Lighter.
ounces makes a big deal in my case.
right. Wouldn't even notice it. How does
believe
my
it's-
cue compare to a frog cue? Well, I think the frog cue is a wood, if I'm not right. Is that the Brian?
Is wood?
Is that the Robin Dodson cue?
Yeah, I think so.
It's I'm pretty sure it's wood. And again, you're into the old wooden jump cues that have been used for years. And yes, hers was a good cue at the time because it had the bigger tip. And she was demonstrating it, showing how easy it was to use. But again, cutting edge, things have changed. Out with the wood, in with the composite. The first composite graphite jump cue was hollow. It was too light. It only worked real close.
That's right.
It only worked on soft shots. That was the whole reason that my cue evolved. I wanted to put a solid wood core in there. That added density. It added weight. All of a sudden, the cue was more versatile. And that's the difference. Although Robin's cue is nice, it was a well put together cue, and during its time, it was probably one of the top cues. But I don't know how you can improve a lightweight carbon fiber, solid wood core, G10 tip, unilock joint. It's not going to fall apart.
If it could do my laundry, that'd be a big
It would do the
improvement.
laundry if you lean it on the start button.
So this has really been an evolution for you.
It has.
I mean, you kind of like have gone through steps.
Yeah, I sure did.
And you know what else I like is that unilock. You got a unilock. You're putting unilock joints on it.
The best components I could get. Even the phenolic that I put inside is the double black linen that Atlas Q sells. It's $8 a foot for that phenolic.
What?
The phenolic that I put in the shaft for reinforcement is the double black linen that Atlas Q sells. So I put the best stuff I could in there so that there'd be no second guessing. There's another game for Ramon.
Yeah, it's tough action right now for Brian Parks, who I know plays 10 times better.
And he's shaking his head.
Okay.
Unilock is a radial pin.
It kind of makes me want to yell out and say, hey, you never miss like that when you play me.
Yeah, he's right there.
Stand by, guys. I'm having a little scoreboard. Here we go. So this puts Ramon within 2 games of winning.
Yeah, I'm surprised he was slow getting started.
Well, once again, the Monk the Assassin asks about the McDermott Stinger cue, the Stinger jump cue.
Yeah,
The Stinger is actually a jump break as well.
Oh,
so
it's a jump break.
It's
stick.
a jump
That's
break.
different. Yeah.
The Stinger is also made of wood.
You had the Dr. Papa for a couple of years. Is that the one I'm talking about? Yes, it is. It was the Dr. Papa cue that gave me the idea to improve it with a solid wood core and a phenolic, instead of a phenolic tip, putting the G10 on there, where his is hollow. And the radial pin, I just not sure about that. You say it wears out. I wouldn't know. I've never seen any of my Unilocks wear out, but if it does, it does. We'll find out. I can always change it and improve it.
Once again, you have a warranty, right?
I have a warranty, so if there's any problems, you let me know and I'll replace it.
Anything short of banging it over the bouncers.
Yeah, you can't use it as a weapon.
Yeah, no. And then get
No.
and then get a repair.
I shoot with it every day, so I know what it's capable of doing.
Yeah.
That's the best thing, is if I give it the lifetime replacement warranty, you can't go wrong.
On table 11, I need Jason Gilbert and Tang Ho. Table 11, Jason Gilbert, Tang Ho.
I don't know, Mom, what you're saying.
And on table 18,
Tooth?
I need Vilmos and Kevin May. Vilmos, Kevin May, table 18. Vilmos goes to 9, Kevin goes to 7. Stuck your racks, please.
Don't get me wrong, the Dr. Papa was an excellent idea, and that's where I got my ideas from. It was a beautiful, soft, easy to handle, gentle ability to do what you wanted with the cue ball, but I just thought that there were other shots that the cue wouldn't do well with, so that's why I improved it.
Now, everybody has there's an email on your website, correct? So,
Yes.
We welcome you too, also to ask questions.
Sure.
If we don't answer any of your questions here, you can always go to MartyCareyJumpCue.com, and
There's a blog on the website.
and there's a blog now, also a blog area starting on the website. The website, congratulations, by the way, was just launched,
Oh, thank you.
yesterday?
They
Just
did a fine
launched
job.
yesterday.
Just did a great job. Couldn't have put it together any faster and at a time when it was needed, and they understood everything I needed, and they put stuff in there I never would have thought of. So I'm in good shape now. I've got a good product. I've got a good following. I've got good sponsoring.
Well,
I use it myself.
I look forward to seeing you down in San Diego at the La Mesa event as well,
Right.
because we'll get to work with Abram Diaz as well.
Right.
And he's what, like number 5 in the
Abram's-
world now?
Yeah, he's like 4th or 5th in the world. Abram Diaz won the world jump champion 2 years in a row. And this last year he lost it to Nick Nicolaitis, which I have to say, I tied Nick Nicolaitis in the jump category. We both made our first 4 shots on the first attempt. And the 5th shot, I missed it and he missed it, but our points were different in a percentage tiebreaker, so he ended up with the award, with the trophy. But I certainly tied him and compared in every way, so I was happy about that.
And by the way, I'm going to post a link in the chat room of a quick video that Abram Diaz actually put together using Marty Carey's jump cue. He just kind of unboxed it and did a test run.
Yeah, he loves it.
Very quick video, and he said he plans to do more videos
When we go down to San Diego.
on Marty's cue. Yeah.
He's going to come do a guest appearance for me and do some different shots.
Yeah. So that video is only 3 minutes long, and it lives on YouTube.
There you go. Nick from Canada. He's a great man. He's a great representative of the sport. He helps everybody in every way he can.
Okay, so here comes Ramon with a fairly...
The two of them. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he's put the 6 right in front of the 4 now.
Oh, wow.
I don't think he thought that far
No, he's
through,
looking
did he?
What's up with these guys?
Well, the 6 is right in front of the 4, and he's basically tied up the 4.
And he needs to get up table for the 3. Drawing it.
Do you need anything to drink, sir?
Table 13, Ramin and Ben Black. Ramin and Ben Black. Ramin goes to 8, Ben goes to 7.
A kick out safety, and he misses it. Now Ramon's going to get that mess back that he created.
Ramon, they call him Monchi in the Philippines, his Filipino friends.
Did you see that Manny Pacquiao has sponsored a tournament down in the Philippines?
Yes, and
He put up some money, I guess, and sponsored an event.
yeah, I think it was the Pac-Man event, $100,000.
Right, it was something large. That's
I guess
great.
the doubles portion of it was won by Jeffrey DeLuna and Jeffrey Ignacio.
Exactly.
And those guys have been getting very popular on the YouTube, basically because they haven't left the country.
Wow.
Nobody ever sees them.
Right.
But they beat Francisco Bustamante and Efren Reyes, and I forgot who they beat in the finals. But these two kids are.
We're going to see more.
They're
of
in
them.
their early 20s.
Oh, really?
We're
Young
going
kids?
to see more of them. In fact,
okay.
I hear they're trying to get to the United States currently. So I wish them the best of luck on their interview with the embassy coming up.
With that kind of money being put up, hopefully it won't have any trouble. So somebody asked if there's a 3-foul rule. Yes, there is.
Yes, there is a 3-foul in play. And here's Ramon looking at his problem that he created earlier.
See how he works this one.
He kind of shrugs it off to the pool gods there, but
He knew it was going to bounce in front of the pocket.
yeah. It's funny how, when you see a guy get down on a shot, and then when he comes off the shot, he's like, I didn't know what it was going to do anyway. That
How
kind
can
of
that
thing.
happen? You're supposed to know every kick and carom. Now he put it in front of a hole.
Daniel, you can use mine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Ramon only 2 games away from closing this out.
It didn't look like that in the beginning, did it?
No, it didn't.
Well, if you're as good as Brian Parks, you probably just run 5 or 6 games through the losers bracket and come back and play in the semis or the. Sometimes the losers bracket's the best thing because you play all the rest of the day. You get a good momentum going.
I've seen it happen. I've seen Ronnie Alcano lose his first match of the day, and then 14 matches later end up in the finals and winning the finals.
And at some point, he makes his mind up. He says, okay, I dogged, I lost the game, but I'm going to make my mind up and buckle down. And
that's it. You got to make your mind up,
yeah,
and stay in the game. You got to stay in the game.
You have to. If you don't have the focus,
yeah,
which ADD, HD happens to be. Another game for Ramon.
Well, I think as pool players, we all are guilty of this, sort of believing our own lie, like, oh, I'm tired, or oh, I'm not supposed to win, or this guy's too good, but, why get in the box in the first place if that's how you really feel,
I guess just trying to make justification of what's happening to me.
Yeah.
You need an answer. It's the old why in this world. Why does that have to happen to me?
You all right?
Sometimes you don't want to know.
Yeah. Brian looks over and says, it's rare, but at least I'm taller than him.
That counts.
Brian Parks is not a tall guy, but he's taller than Ramon Mistica.
Ramon makes one on the break, and he's got a wide open table.
Boy, these pockets ain't. They're not taking the balls in too easily, are they?
Yeah, they seem to be kind of loosely hurrying things. Maybe that's their confidence level. Ooh, that was a bad.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that was.
He missed that by a whole ball. Look at this. He must be off his game today. Or he's got another plan with that losers bracket win.
$82 players today. I'm going to give you guys an update on the bracket shortly.
Ramon got behind the 6. He's going to kick it in, I guess. Yeah. See if you can get out there, Brian. Good shot.
Uh-oh, the rails have been hurting them lately.
They were on the rail, I wonder.
Yeah.
Order. John and Ruben, table 5. Ruben goes to 9, John goes to 7. Come get your rackets, please.
Desiree's moving this tournament right along. It's so effective here. Everything is covered, handled well. My God, Brian just missed.
Oh
straight
my
inside.
gosh. He's rushing.
His head.
He's really rushing.
He must be rushing.
Brian has a diamond table at home as well. He has a 9-foot diamond table.
Really?
And I think maybe he's just feeling overconfident.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
shot. Thin cut with the bridge. Not much of a
He's a little funny.
lead, but maybe he can bank that straight in the side.
You like the bank maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe he might go safety here. He played a nice
Oh, he did a
two-way.
Yeah, that's right.
Marty Carey's jump cue right here.
I've seen it. How many times does it have to come up before you use it?
Brian's looking to cross bank this ball. She goes.
What a shot.
Very nice
That
shot.
might encourage him a little. Nice shot.
But we've seen Brian miss this shot already.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, let's just make sure. We just got to keep him on point. You know what I mean?
One stroked it. He's
Yeah,
one stroke
yeah.
past
I
it.
don't
He's
know about
confident.
that, buddy. He's still confident. You know, I've been there in his head though,
Right.
where sometimes it actually helps to say, you know what, just relax.
Exactly.
Don't play confident. Just be loose. Just be loose and let your game find itself. You know, don't be intimidated. And,
Right.
You know, I like what he's trying to do.
And you can't force it.
But when you're in the middle of competition, I prefer that sort of approach when you're warming up. You know?
Yeah, then get loose then.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, a good
So
break.
Ramon's on the hill.
Ramon's on the hill, and Brian needs 4.
What's that streaming from?
With the alternate break.
What's that streaming from? I mean, what worked on the online? I think I talked to you.
Actually, Brian looks good here.
Got it.
He doesn't have any balls on the rail, so
No.
that keeps us,
I see the pattern.
Yeah.
You're going to roll up for the 4.
keeps him out of that zone.
He's got an angle, so you can come back for the 5. He just might put it together here.
Into religion, man. She's trying to get me to freak out about religion, man. So now it makes more sense. Point of view. Yeah, point of view. And then I went on to, I tried to get him on.
You know, he's a family man. He's got 2 girls,
Does he?
and
But then I went to useful music. Maybe
he's an insurance agent. He's an insurance broker for farmers.
Good shot.
And so, you know, even though he's got a man cave with,
Right.
he's actually got 2 pool tables in his
Wow.
man cave. It doesn't mean that you know, he just spends all day playing pool. It's just,
Good shot there. Stop on it. Stop at the 8.
you know how it is when you're on the phone.
good shot.
He needs it. If he can hold Ramon on this next game, he'll be in good shape.
Well, yeah, you're right. I think the pressure right now is on Brian to take this next game.
Because Ramon's breaking.
Yeah,
He comes up dry.
that'll be his chance.
That's it.
And if Brian can take this game, then the pressure will be right back on Ramon. Alternate break format here.
We've already seen anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's getting exciting now, folks.
You're watching the Mezz West Day Tour, folks, and we're streaming live here from Diamond Billiards in Fresno, California. This is Daniel Busch, and you're watching POV Pool. And I'm sitting here with the great Marty Carey, who is in the top 20 of the world artistic billiards players. And he has developed a product called the Marty Carey Jump Cue. You can go to martycareyjumpcue.com and check out his awesome carbon fiber jump cue. And this match is between Brian Parks and Ramon Mistica. Brian's struggling here, needs 2 games, and I didn't see a dry break.
It's
Did
getting
you?
close. No, he made 2 balls on the break, and they're wide open, so much for that thought. and he's seeing the win right here.
Yeah, actually, this is.
He might get a little jumpy though, and it could cost him. He's not out by any means, but it's there for the taking.
It doesn't. It looks like a road map.
Tony Ortega.
You can't reach. Those short guys are pretty good with the bridge. Good shot. Good follow through. These short guys, they're good with the bridge. They use it so often.
By the way, we need to step away at any time. Take you, buddy.
Yeah. It's over.
And Brian
Brian
concedes the game and the match, actually. So that'll do it for this match, folks. Ramon Mistica moves on to his next round. Brian Parks, first match of the day, set back to the one-loss side. So stick around, folks. A lot more news and updates to come. I want to thank Marty Carey.
Thank you.
Marty Carey.
I enjoyed this. I'm glad to have a chance to tell everybody about my new pool cue, a jump cue, and how excited I am. And
absolutely. Got to check out Marty Carey, jumpcue.com. Just like you see it spelled there, just put in martycareyjumpcue.com on your interweb browser and enjoy the video and enjoy the website. Designed by Net Holistic. So we will be right back with another match coming up shortly, and Marty's going to go walk his dog.
We'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, it's Marty Carey here. I want to tell you about this new carbon fiber jump cue that I've created. Well, I developed this jump cue because when I'm in competition, I need something that I can depend on for various shots. You try to jump with a full-length cue. It doesn't have the balance that this has at 40 inches to be able to get the ball off the table. The new carbon fiber jump cue has a solid core that adds density and weight to the cue. Another important feature that I put in this new jump cue is the quick release unilock joint pin. It's an aluminum joint pin so that it doesn't add any weight and affect the balance. Cue comes in two sizes. You have a choice of a 9mm shaft or a 14mm shaft. And each one of them have the G10 tip. The G10 is indestructible. The unilock quick release pin is indestructible. So with the concept that I put together here, it should never break. Because of the design, you're able to use all the different bridges necessary for different shots. The open bridge, the closed bridge, or the air bridge. So another benefit of my new jump cue is that you can jump close-up shots and you can jump long shots. We've all been in situations where the ball is hanging in the pocket, but we're blocked by another ball. So I developed this cue for us professionals. It's been proven in competition. But as easy as it is to use, the novice intermediate player can benefit as well. So if you're looking for a jump cue that does it all, this is the one for you.